All right. This is the second big fight that I'm recording. That's going to happen on the 9th. It's either going to be on the Zing or ESPN Plus. I forgot to look up which it is, but you could go to Fight News and they'll give you all the lowdown on where this hoedown is going down. Anyway, this is coming from Britain, which means that you would see it midday, say 1 or 2 o'clock, and it would go on till about 6. Now, this is an interesting fight. It's a few rematches involved. There's Derek Kassier is fighting Colbert Poloff. They had fought before with Poloff actually winning a decisive decision off his jab. He's tall. They're both fairly tall. The English fighter Derek is about 6'2". Colbert is 6'4". Both have been to the promised land and gotten no promise. Colbert lost twice to two of the biggest punchers in the division, of course, all-time puncher Vladimir Klitschko and Joshua, our current big puncher. So no shame in that, but he just wasn't quite good enough. And he got beaten fairly easily by them. Derek, as mixed up with the elite also, he's, they didn't say the record. The 29-2 is Poloff. Derek Kassier, I'm probably I'm pronouncing an Englishman's name for you don't have problems with that. 32-12 with 23 KOs. He's what you call a good club fighter. He will, if you're not up to par, you're going to lose. He actually lost a decisive defeat by Usyk, but he gave him a good fight. He's strong, he's a puncher, he's aggressive, very colorful guy. Lots of personality. In fact, both guys have some personalities that are sort of dicey. This rematch, I don't know, it's like 6 years later of their first meeting. They're both all long in the tooth. I predict the Bulgarian is going to win this one over the Englishman. But it could go either way. The Englishman has been very impressive, but I think history will repeat itself. Okay. Now, the next fight is also a rematch. Israel Magarov and Uzbek. And those Uzbek, they can produce. I don't know what they do, put in the water or put in the desert. It's hilly land or whatever environmental situations going on there in Uzbek land. But they have a great amateur program, and they have also a big body of working class guys who are tough, rough, and no powder puffs. Israel is very smooth, very awkward, very aggressive, big puncher. Not that many fights, 8-6 with 8-0 with 6 KOs. But that, that's most of the guys he fights, he knocks out. He's going to fight Mikhail Sov of France, 35-3 and 20 with 24 knockouts. This is a rematch. Israel has knocked out Mikhail, but Mikhail has come back. He's a big puncher. He's very aggressive. I didn't realize he had fought before, and Israel had won. Israel's going to win again, although probably it's going to be a rougher fight because Savard will be prepared. And he has a chance if he can crowd the Israel, but I don't think, I think Uzbek is going to stand up and do it for the former Soviet Union big place. It's like one of those big kind of former Soviet republics. Galag the finds out. Okay. Felix Cash versus Von Alexander. Now, Cash is a good British fighter. He's 14-0 with 10 KOs. Good puncher, aggressive. He's fighting Alexander, who's 17-6-1. I would call Alexander another one. and his nickname is the Animal. Well, he's very strong, very durable. Um, I think the problem here, and he looks like an even Hagler. But, and I think his brother is a fairly famous fighter, Devin Alexander, if I'm not mistaken, champion. But uh, Vaughn is basically a tough guy. No pushover. He could maybe cut up the Englishman or maybe even score an upset. I just don't think he's going to be busy enough. The Englishman is Cash is aggressive. He's never lost before. I think it'll be a rough fight. It won't be easy, but I see him outpointing Long. Now, the next fight here is totally impronounceable. Korohamahan Albarago, or as they call him, Black Thunder. Let me refer to him as Black Thunder now. Now, Black Thunder happens to be from Ireland. I know. I can't wait till after the fight when they interview him, and his family moved to Ireland when he was 7. So you're gonna have an Irish bro coming out of that Black Thunder, and it's gonna be hilarious. It's, I mean, you're gonna. I know, wow, I'm close-minded. You can't have an immigrant and get the Irish culture and talk like an Irishman. I remember Marvin Hagler had like a Boston bro. When he when he went to Italy for a while, he started having a Italian sounding. It was amazing. The man, he hung around with anybody. He got the little accent. It was one of the greatest middleweight, in my opinion, ever. I know you say Sugar Ray Robinson, Marvin, Carlos Monzon. Marvin had the best opposition ever. The 80s were amazing in terms of middleweight challenges. One after the other, beaten by the greatest middleweight in history. Anyway, it's about an English fight. I call this Brit battles. The Irish Black Thunder is fighting a, a good, what I call a European club fighter, Lucas Mercedes. Durable, but has been stopped before, but normally is not stopped. I couldn't get a beat on his record, probably a fairly good record, I imagine. But the Black Thunder is good. He's mobile, he's aggressive, he comes from different angles. I saw the Lucas, he's a little more too defensive. I think he has more talent than his record, if I don't know, but his style authenticates. But he will be in survival mode. He will be back and knocked out by the Black Irishman. Hey, let me a little history lesson. Black Irish were usually referred to Irish men who had black hair because when the Spanish Armada got sunk off of Ireland, a lot of guys went to shore and a little romance happened between the Irish ladies and the Spaniard men, and therefore you had these incredibly handsome children down through the ages of called Black Irishmen. But this literally is a Black Irishman. And he just settling there. It's a diversity. Get used to it. I gotta get used to it. Can't be thrown by stereotypes. And I'm the man who lives by stereotypes. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. This is what's gonna happen. That's, we're gonna do a new thing. Evaluate when Vinny or most of Vinny is right about fights. I'm gonna do that. My percentages are pretty darn good. 80% most. Can't really read statistics, but I think like out of 9 fights, I'll pick 8. That's pretty good. Anyway, well, I should put this talent to roulette, make some money off of it. Do as Zach Crass, the God-given power I have over the future, a prediction, to use it to see, 8 on black roulette in the Vegas. So I can't test it out. Okay, go away.